Hello everyone, welcome back to Dottie's Kitchen. Connie and I are cooking up again.
We're ready.
We're ready to go.
We're fired up and ready to go. It's been a while.
Well, this is about the third or fourth one now, so we're getting back in the groove.
I'm excited. I'm getting to eat some new stuff because, you know, my house is a little too white. When I get to come to your house, we get to do a little green.
Right.
So I'm kind of excited about getting back into the groove, and we're glad you all joined us. And we are cooking a potato and sausage soup. And what we're doing is cutting up some celery, dicing some celery, and cutting up some potatoes. And we've already started warming up our chicken stock. We've got 4 cups of chicken stock already started on the stove. And we're going to be using 2 pounds of hot sausage.
Yes, and it's so good.
Yes. We're also going to be using a quart of heavy cream. And 2 unusual ingredients that we ran into on this recipe is a tablespoon of vanilla and 3 to 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar.
I've just never heard of putting vanilla in a soup.
Yeah.
I mean, usually that goes in your sweet, you know,
right.
But not in a savory. So I'm anxious to see what that tastes like.
And we're using Yukon potatoes instead of red potatoes or your normal.
Yeah, this is what the recipe called for.
Right.
And it says to dice them. Connie is making hers a little bit bigger than that, which is okay. That's all right. That's all right. It's not.
I don't want to have to search too much for my potato. I want to be able to find it.
Well, I think you're going to get the taste of it in this. And it says to dice this celery up pretty thin, so that's why
And we've got some onions that we've got to dice.
Yeah.
Those are just about.
Yeah, if you want to, when you get through with those potatoes, go ahead and take them over, put them in that bowl, and just take them over there and put them in the broth.
Let them go.
And I'm going to chop up this celery a little bit more.
Okay, I will get out of your way because I know you are a woman on a mission with that knife.
Well,
I've seen you in action.
I know. You have to be careful. I don't want to chop off a finger or anything. But it said to do a real fine dice, so that's what I'm trying to do here.
Okay.
All right, potatoes are going.
We need 1½ cup of onion.
Yeah, I think it was about the same on the celery too, wasn't it? 1 3/4 cup.
1 3/4.
And we just, I never measure a lot of this stuff, so.
It's called eyeballing.
Yeah. Now this goes in separately from that, so I've got to put this in something else.
Oh, okay. Got you covered. Heavy cream. Okay. This is what we're doing in a soup pot. We're going to cook the potatoes in the chicken stock. We're going to simmer that for about 20 minutes until our potatoes are tender. In a large skillet then we're going to be sauteing our sausage, which we're using 2 pounds of hot pork sausage, as I said. And then we're going to be adding the onions to that sausage and cooking that until that's tender. And then after that gets tender, we're going to add the celery and saute that for a few more minutes. Add the sausage mixture to the soup pot. Then we're going to add our butter, which is a ½ cup of butter, which is a stick of butter actually. I don't know why they just put a stick, but anyway. And then we're going to add our cream, and we're using a quart of heavy cream. And then we add the vinegar, the vanilla, and the parsley at the end of cooking, and season it with salt and pepper to your liking,
to your taste, yeah,
your family's liking, or whatever. Potato sausage soup. Sounds good.
I tell you, I made some this afternoon, and it smells wonderful.
Good to go.
I'm hoping that it tastes as good as it smells.
Makes the house smell good, because when I came in your house, I could smell it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different aroma.
Yeah.
With the 2 combinations, with the chicken broth and the sausage. But anyway,
it
works for me.
Let's just put that in there, and because I've got to take all this over to the stove. And I tell you what, if you want to go ahead and chop up the rest of that onion.
Yep.
Here, let's trade knives.
There you go.
And I'm going to go ahead and get this sausage started.
Okay.
And get that.
Get it going.
Yeah. Usually, you know, something like that, it calls for an Italian sausage or,
Right.
you know, but this calls for the hot.
So we shall see.
Well, yeah. We shall see what we shall see. And I usually just have to cut that
Casing.
like that, yeah,
Yeah.
in order to get it. I'm going to take this over. This is a messy job.
Right.
You get that going in this skillet.
We're sorry that you all don't have smell-o-vision, but it's just going to start smelling good, I should say.
Yeah, this when
Get that
this
sausage cooking.
with the onion and
Yep. I'm throwing onions on the floor.
does that mean you're going to have to mop?
That means I have to scoop and mop. Now,
Okay.
the good part is that we have the good Vidalia onions right now in the grocery store.
Yes,
I think there's a lot of stuff using the Vidalias as opposed to what we
I
have.
love those onions. They're,
they're
so
so
good.
good. Cup and a half. I think we're there.
Are we there?
I think we're there.
Well, if you just eyeball it, that's probably good enough.
I think that'll be the JOD. Okay. So, do we need to take a break while we brown our sausage?
Now, let's just go ahead. If you got something you want to say, just say it.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to get our butter ready and open our heavy cream here. Everything's childproof these days, so it's
Yeah, I know. I like to never got that one open today that I opened.
you got to hold your mouth just right.
Boy, you sure do.
And that, the whole thing is going in. That is a quart right there. So, and then we've got our vanilla and all the sonic vinegar. Very good. We're not done.
Okay.
And if you think you might like this recipe, just send Miss Dottie an email at
At YHCtv.com.
YHCtv.com. And she'll get you this recipe and a lot of other recipes. So once YHCtv, they'll be telling you when the show's going to be on. They'll have the recipes. Usually they run like the ingredients at the bottom while the show is going on. So you can just put your pen and pencil, piece of paper, get in your easy chair, and you're ready to copy down the recipe.
You know, I had someone, actually it was only a few weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that I got an email from someone wanting about 3 recipes, and I sent that to them. So, any of them that we've done in the past, I've got it, and I'll be happy to send it to you. So,
we have some of ours that are our favorites.
yeah.
But we were talking before we went on that there hasn't been many that we have used that we just, you can probably do them again.
Yeah, probably so.
Just maybe a couple or two. But,
Yeah.
So we enjoy going through, usually with Dr. Dottie's cookbook. She has a collection and pick out some recipes and go for it.
We go for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's going to take this a little bit, so if
Okay.
you want to take a break,
Take
and
a
I'll
break.
bring that up to speed, and then we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Welcome back. We've got Miss Dottie over here slaving over the stove.
Yeah, it's hot too.
It's hot. It's hot inside, it's hot outside, but we're cooking up a good old pot of soup. She's browned the 2 pounds of the hot sausage, and then she's added the onions, and we were talking about that, you know, when your onions are ready.
Yeah. Well, what you do, I mean, you put your sausage in and your onions at the same time, and your onions, you can tell when they're tender. They'll get kind of translucent.
Right.
And once your meat gets brown, and you have to drain that. If you need to, I've been looking at
really
this, and
doesn't
I think you use that Williams sausage on this, and,
Yes.
and I don't think it needs to be drained any at all. But anyway, once that got brown, then I put the celery in, and it says to just cook that just for a little bit longer. Go ahead and saute it a little bit.
Kinda tender.
Right, right. And
Again, Dottie, this is another one of those dishes where the colors
colors are
You've got your
beautiful.
brown meat, you've got your white onions, you've got your green
Right.
celery. I started to say peppers, but green celery.
You know, you could put a few of those red sweet bell peppers in here.
I love those.
And that would really give it a nice color. It'd be really pretty.
Right. And then our potatoes are kind of a yellow color. The Yukon potatoes are kind of a yellow color. So again, we're going to have a pretty dish to serve, a colorful dish to serve. Next, we're going to be adding heavy cream, and Dottie and I talked about when you go shopping, of course, everybody's watching their budget these days, and the recipe calls for heavy cream, so I bought heavy cream, just like it says, but Dottie bought...
I bought half and half.
Right.
And it was a little bit cheaper.
Right.
And it do the same thing as that heavy whipping cream will.
Right. So, cut a little bit of money there on your recipe. Good deal. And I always use Williams sausage. Do you always use Williams?
I use that Jimmy Dean.
Really?
And there wasn't a whole lot that cooked out on it today either. But the Williams, you know, I don't know. I haven't tasted this, but I like the Jimmy Dean, which is what I normally get.
And I think the reason I buy Williams is...
this is good too.
Is it good? I'm a member of the Malden Lions Club, and we have our annual Pancake Day, our fundraiser, one of our fundraisers. And Williams Sausage always donates 50 pounds of sausage every year for the Lions Club, so I always buy Williams sausage. That's my advertisement for the day.
There's nothing wrong with that. You support the people that support you.
Right, right. How are we going there on the potatoes?
We're going good, and I'm getting ready to put this meat in there. And if I can do this
without, would you like me to do that since I'm taller?
Well, I think I turned off the wrong burner. Yeah. I turned off the back one, but we needed, this is a bigger pot, so we needed to move that up here anyway. I think I can do this. I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl.
Okay, so we've sauteed our sausage and onions until they were tender and drained that, except we didn't drain it. We added our celery and sauteed that for a few minutes. And now we're adding the sausage mixture to the soup pot that has our potatoes in it and our chicken stock. Now we're going to be ready to add our butter, our cream, and it says if we want to add more broth, we can add more broth, which we have some extra broth over there.
I think we need to.
Okay.
Ooh, that butter is really soft.
Soft.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm going to add some more broth.
Yeah.
I'm going to just put the whole can.
I'd go ahead and just put the whole can.
There we go.
I'm going to put that stick of butter in there.
We love our butter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And our cream.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. It's going to be nice and rich. Oh, that looks good. Oh, it smells good too. Tyler, can you smell that over there? That smells really good.
Tyler, you're going to have to get smell-o-vision on YHCtv.
Oh, wow. It's going to be good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and salt this just a little.
Okay. It says season with salt and pepper.
Yeah. You can always add more salt. I've really cut down on my salt.
Well, we both take medicine for high blood pressure.
Yep.
So.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to put a little bit of pepper.
Pepper is good.
Pepper is good.
And then this says add your vinegar, your vanilla, and parsley at the end of cooking.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's take a break, and we'll let this cook a little bit, and we'll add that, and we'll come back. We'll plate it up.
Okie doke. Stay with us, and we'll be back with some potato and sausage soup. Welcome back, everyone. We've got our soup ready. I smell it.
And I can't wait to taste it. It smells so good. And if you like go to the back of the house or you run outside for something and come back in, it just smells so wonderful.
I guarantee you ain't staying outside too long, honey.
No, it's too hot out there.
Unless if you come back in and you know what's inside, you're not going to stay outside
that's right.
too long.
That's right.
let's talk a little bit about how you are presenting this, because we always talk about how we need to do something special for our family.
Yes.
Not just throw it on the table or eat in front of the TV or whatever. And so we always try to do a little frou-frou and make it look really nice. Make mealtime a good time, a happy time with your family. Sit down, talk about what's happened during the day, or who had some issues that you need to talk about. And
Turn off the TV.
Turn off the TV.
Put a little soft music on.
Good idea. But, you know, let your family know that you appreciate them, and let them know that, you know, you put a little more love maybe into it by thinking about how,
how you present it.
Right.
And I always say, you know, not only is my family worth it, but I'm worth it too. I do a lot of cooking just for myself.
Right.
And I like to have a nice presentation, and I like to have nice meals. So it just, I don't know, just kind of makes you feel special.
Well, I always like to put the placemats out. I always like to fold the napkin.
Yes, I do too.
Put the place setting there. And that was something that, we were cooking over. Something that we tried to teach our son was, you know, make mealtime not just something that it's time to eat, what do we want to eat. Make it a little special.
Well, I tell you another thing that I like to do is I like cloth napkins.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I have to wash a little bit more, but so what?
Right.
But I like a cloth napkin. And, I mean, I don't do it all the time, lunch and stuff. I just do a paper napkin. But I like to do a cloth napkin.
Well, we could have just thrown a bowl on the counter.
Right.
We didn't have to garnish it, but we did.
Yeah.
We didn't have to have this on the plate. We didn't have to have a plate under it. So we took just, and it doesn't take anything, you know.
Nothing, not that much extra.
Right, but it looks nice. So
well,
presentation.
It's better than just setting the pan on there and saying dip your own. I mean,
right. So we are encouraging you to spend a little bit more time with your family. Do a little special stuff with your family. I know people. My son used to get so angry because I would make him eat breakfast. Mm-hmm. I'm not hungry. I said, I don't care. We're all going to be at the table together because this might be the only meal, because he goes one way, I go the other way, Bill goes the other way, and everybody gets busy. And that usually some days was the only meal we had together, the only time that we had to share. And I wanted to know where he was after school. I wanted him to know where I was after school. So sit down, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, and spend that extra time with your family and share.
Yes.
And make that a special time. Potato sausage soup, never heard of it, but I'm anxious to test it.
I think it's going to be really good.
Okay, get your spoon, sister.
Let's try it. It's hot, Connie.
It's hot, Connie.
Mmm. Oh my.
Good.
That's very good. You know,
very good.
You could serve crackers with this, or maybe even cornbread.
Cornbread sounds good. Very good.
With sausage and butter and onions and celery and that heavy cream, or you can't go wrong. You got to try this one.
Right. Well, and we were talking earlier about summertime. I really don't think of cooking soup.
Well, I don't either.
Soup and sandwich, a light lunch, instead of maybe something heavy.
Right.
So, and I'm sure the longer this sits, the better it's going to get.
Oh, I think so.
All
those flavors are going to go together, and I think
very good.
I like it. I'll try this one again.
Choice.
You
Another
betcha.
Good choice. What can I say? What can I say? We're so glad you all joined us here at YHCtv for What's Cooking in Our House. I'm Connie Hampton, and we hope that you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and hope that you'll join us again at Miss Dottie's Kitchen.
Right. Please come back. Like I said, we've got a whole year's worth of new recipes ready.
Lots to share.
We have a lot to share, and if you want one of the recipes, just send an email to recipes@yhctv.com, and I'll get it right back to you. And I guess we're ready to wrap this one up, Connie.
I'm ready to wrap it up, and
I'm ready to eat some of that.
Eat some of that. Again, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye now.